So we're talking about how to set the club. There's 3 different ways of setting the club. We're going to take a look at which one you should employ for your game. I'll get people coming in for a lesson and I'll say, how do I set the club? You know, do I cock the left wrist? Obviously setting it here, so letting that club work. Upright, cocking that left wrist. Do I keep the right hand on top? Or do I rotate my left arm to allow the club face to open? So obviously there's 3 different body parts, and obviously then people get very specific on exactly where they want to set the club, but let's keep this very, very sort of precise here on the 3 types of wrist sets, okay? So there's 3 ways there to load the golf club, and people are really unsure of which way to set that golf club for their golf swing. So what we're going to do here is explain what those 3 are. So the 3 faults that we'd see with somebody taking the club away, okay, we tend to see a bit more detachment here from the arms, which will then get the club behind them. So this person would fan the club face open. We get somebody who takes the club face back too closed here, and generally when it gets closed, they end up getting it behind them at the same time here. So that right hand hinges very, very quickly and it's on top of the club, it's behind them with a very, very closed face. This will obviously lead to a closed face at impact or a scoop in order to deliver enough loft into the ball at impact. And then we've got the very, very last takeaway that I see a lot of people struggling with, and that is that the club doesn't get up in the air enough, it stays too low to the ground. Okay, so we've got the 3 problems there in that takeaway. So let's look at the first one. The first one is we've got the club face fanning open too quickly here. So for this player, what we would want to do is get them to feel that the right hand is more on top. So if the right hand stays more on top here, it'll feel like it's a little bit closed in the club face. Making sure though that the arms and body are moving back as a single unit, that right hand will be on top there, and then they'll be able to load the golf club. So that's obviously working against their problem, because fanning that club face open gets the blade way open behind them. This bit is going to get the club face coming through in a more neutral position at halfway back. The second problem, this will be the opposite. Rather than opening the face, the person who gets that right hand way inside and the club face really closed. So for this player, they need to get the feeling of the club working more open going back. And so after this first move here, this person will want to rotate the left arm, which will then see the toe of the club open up and get that right elbow folding down, because the combination move of the left arm rotating and the right elbow folding is what will get the club working upwards, okay? So that is a great way of being able to set that golf club. If you are a player though who gets the club working low to the ground away from them, and that club's head stays very low down here for a long period of time, the feeling will be that you want to get the pressure down on the shaft from the top of the left thumb here, and then feel that left thumb loading the club upwards. So rather than it going out, the club will start to work up. So this then gives this 90-degree set, and this is sort of coming right in this snuff box area right in here. And what you're then able to do is feel the club loading up. So we can see there, guys, there's 3 definite, distinct ways of setting that golf club. And you can see there the 3 different types of backswings that I see are the most common. There's obviously other variables, but you probably fall into one of those camps. Okay, unless you're really looking at actually take it back perfectly on plane. But if you have a tendency, you fall into one of those camps, and therefore you can then see which type of wrist set you need to employ for your game. And that's the most important. It's what type of set of the golf club you need to get that's going to allow you to deliver the club back to the ball consistently and allow you to get some ownership of your swing. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Comment below, let me know what you think. Is there anything else you'd like to know about taking the club back in the backswing, or other areas of your game that you need to create some ownership on? Let me know below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching. Talk with you again very soon.